And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next.
Chicago Cubs.
All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab, Shota Imanaga. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters. And a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Otto Lopez,
that's a ball.
The leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 640.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong squeezes it, and there's one away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
And now here is Griffin Conine. And that's off
ball.
The inside edge. 1-0.
One ball, no strikes.
One out, base is empty. And that's a little bit high.
That's a ball.
Now 2-0. One down, base is empty. And that one lifted in the air, center field. And it's caught for the out.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Two outs, base is empty. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. In there, and it's 0-1. Two outs, base is empty. And it's even up.
Outside, ball.
And a pitch. Going to count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Miami down in order, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back, and getting the start for Miami, Ryan Weathers. What do you got on him, Chris?
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Now it's the DH, Luis Robert Jr. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Robert needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Robert launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's one down. And let's take a look at the lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boog. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
It's Aaron Judge now. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. And Judge spoils that one.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
One ball, one strike. No, that missed. 2-1.
Swing and a ball popped up. Edwards brings it in. 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
2 down, bases empty. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Tucker with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Weathers fires.
Hee-haw!
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Two outs.
2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Cubs are down quietly, scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Shota measures 5 feet 10 inches, 31 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swings through that one for strike one. Norby matched a homer in his last game. That one inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Ball.
That one misses, and now 3-1.
3-1.
Struck him out looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Here's the rookie third baseman, Graham Pauley. Outside.
No, that's out.
Ball 1. No score here in the second. Now a fly ball to right center. Tucker should have it. And there's 2 down.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Davison.
Digging in, Davison de los Santos. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. That one just misses.
Ball.
The count now 2-2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ryan Weathers will get back to work. That one way inside.
Yeehaw! Two. Ball.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Line drive. He's got it. One down.
That is good. The second baseman.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Bichette recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
And there's a foul ball. Just missed.
Ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Just missed.
Full count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Line to left. Hernandez puts it away for the out. 2 away down.
That is good. The third baseman.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Out towards right center field. Hill makes the play, and that ends the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. Now the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez. Shota back to work. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
1-1.
That one missed.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
That clips a corner. Got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's the catcher, Liam Hicks, looking for his first big league hit right here. Fought off foul. Top of the third, no score. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Derek Hill now at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
No, ball.
Foul ball. Two outs. And that's way high. And that's ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Tucker hauls it in to end the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here at the friendly confines, here's Trey Turner. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Count is full.
Downstairs, and that's ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. That's outside, and that is ball one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a foul out of play. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And the batter now, Pete Crow Armstrong. Yeehaw! There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ball.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. 3-2 now. 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box. Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Turner at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
That one deep left field, and forget it. He'll touch them all. That's a special one. 100 career homers, and they jump out front. It's 2-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. That misses.
That's the ball.
And
Outside.
It's 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
And that one is
2-1.
inside. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Otto Lopez. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0.
Backed off the plate that time.
Two balls, 1 strike.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Griffin Conine.
No,
First
that's
pitch,
up.
and he just misses.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Runner at first with no outs here. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
Well, here's a good
2-1.
opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Grounded out his first time. That one a little bit high. 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Bichette over to second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Cubs 2 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Cubs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Outside
1 ball,
low.
2 strikes.
Now 1-2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now batting, first base.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's in for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That misses the zone. And the count 1-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Not close with that one. Full count now. One down, base is empty. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Bichette stands in now and watches strike 1. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Jesus Tinoco up and loosening in the pen. Soriano warming up as well. And the 0-1. Just missed.
Ball. 1-1.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, O'Neill.
And next for the Cubs, O'Neill Cruz. Fly to center his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Bichette leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Comes up empty.
Another 0-2 count right here.
No
Pitcher
ball,
just
2
in the
strikes.
driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Runner at second, 2 down. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4. It's the Cubs 2 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. First pitch, not close. Norby, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley flied to right his first time. Inside,
no,
just missed.
1-0.
The Cubs leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Now, here is Davison De Los Santos. First pitch misses.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one missing inside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That one
Full
not
count.
close. And it's 3-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. And the Marlins down quietly. And they're down 2-0. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Jesus Tinoco.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Trey Turner now. Not even close there. Ball one.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
That's in there, and that is strike one.
Ball.
And that's in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So Trey goes down on strikes. And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly struck out swinging his first time. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. And strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Way outside, and the count 1-2. Next offering is outside. Inside. 3-2 now.
We got a full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And a foul ball.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
And that one pulled foul. Kelly over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Robert up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. The delivery to Robert. That one's in there, and it's 1-2. Bounce to the right side. Sends it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Cubs leave one. They're up 2-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Shota back to work. That one fouled off. Foul ball there. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Kelly to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And here's the catcher, Liam Hicks.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And that's way high. And that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. That's to third. Cruz throws to first in time.
So he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Derek Hill. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Two down, nobody on. And that one is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Cubs 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, George Soriano. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's Aaron Judge at the dish. His 2024 season, ridiculous. He became the first player in 20 years to finish with a slugging percentage over 700.
Yeah, the last American League player to slug 700 was Mark McGwire, and Judge was the first Yankee to do it since Mickey Mantle.
And that's in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That's off the mark.
Ball,
1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Kyle Tucker. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away.
0-1.
If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. On the corner for a strike. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. De Los Santos drifts towards it, and there's 2 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Just missed.
Ball.
Two outs. And another ball.
2-0.
Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. Bullpen action for the Cubs. Porter Hodge getting ready to go. Finnegan also getting ready. The 3-1. Swing and a foul straight back. And that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bichette at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 2 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
And a foul ball. Next offering misses. Ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Back to work. 3-2 now. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
Now it's the right fielder, Griffin Conine.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like really important to getting back into this ball game.
Check swing, and he went.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And that's strike 1. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. To third might be 2. There's 1. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. He swings and fouls one off. In the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Declan Cronin.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, O'Neal Cruz.
Third baseman, O'Neal Cruz.
And that's a strike. Off the mark
no, that
there.
missed. That's a ball.
And 1-1.
1-1.
And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Man at first, nobody out. Trey Turner at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked. The shortstop takes the ball. Cruz aboard here at first with nobody out.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Kelly, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out and a runner at second here at the bottom of the seventh. Way out front for strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. And there's a ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And that's outside. Two outs and one in scoring position. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
One ball,
this guy's
one
got
strike.
such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just
no, that
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
Man on second, two down. Swing and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now it's Luis Robert. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Here goes the runner. There's a ball.
Nope, ball.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Two outs. Runner on the go again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Falling behind 2-1. Two outs with a runner at third. And that's down and away. Aaron Judge on deck for the Cubs. And ball four to aboard.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So two outs with runners on the corners. Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 in this one. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Late with the swing there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
0-2.
that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Judge waits. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and now the DH, Connor Norby. And that misses.
Ball.
And that is ball one. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one.
2-0.
A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Next pitch is outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one finds the corner. Counts full, 3-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Graham.
Now the third baseman, Graham Pauley. And he grounds one to the right side. 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Davison De Los Santos digs in now. There's over. Two with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Mason Miller, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Oh, 2 now. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Out to short, Turner. Tosses across the first, and that's the 3rd out. Miami down in order. Still down 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Anthony Bender.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And it's fouled away. Fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one. His 16th homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. No, Boone, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So now it's the full-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first, and he went around. Rule the swing. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Base hit, left center field. So man aboard, and now Bo Bichette, 1 for 3. Slice to right, and foul ball. Guerrero gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And that's outside. Now 1-2.
1-2.
That one missed.
Ball. 2-2.
Got it. One away.
Now batting.
O'Neal Cruz getting ready to hit. That one
ball,
way
no
outside, and that's ball 1.
Hee-haw. 1-1.
Fair ball. Guerrero around second, headed for third. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
Trey Turner with a chance now. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with one away. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Bases loaded. One away. That misses.
1-1.
And it's 1-1. Grounder might be two. Here's Edwards for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Cubs tack on another with a solo jack. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
That one's in there. 0-1. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning, but being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. That one just misses. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Hicks in the box now. No balls and a strike. One down, base is empty.
Strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
The Cubbies leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. And there's a foul ball. That just misses. Going to count 1 and 2. That one almost got him.
That's a ball.
This one popped up. Turner should have it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Marlins down to their final out. Derek Hill, the next to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's the strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
And the next pitch is way outside. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Lined into right. And that's down, a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now back, second baseman,
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And here is Otto Lopez. And that's in there at the knees. This could end it. Got it. And that is the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Confining the dragon's den. I can still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I built for my